Good morning everyone and welcome to the class. We are doing the chapter legislature, and we have completed the chapter. We have completed the discussion and writing part also regarding question answer, and it is very much important for all of you to write down the question answer which is given in the NCERT textbook. These questions are all the questions of NCERT is based on understanding. So if you are writing the answers of these questions, it will really going to improve your understanding level, and that is the most important thing. So you just don't need to memorize everything. What is more important is your understanding, and if in this regard you need to make some efforts. Other than reading the chapter, you also have to complete your question answer. And now today we will discuss some extra questions. Okay. So first question is, why do we need a parliament? What is the need of a parliament? Why do we need a parliament? So we need a parliament because parliament is the center of all democratic political process. What we find that the legislature is actually a true representative body of the people. It is the legislature which helps people in holding the representatives accountable. So we can say that what is parliament or the legislature? It is the very basis of representative democracy. The form of democracy which is called representative democracy or indirect democracy, it is possible only because of legislature. So democracy becomes real through the legislature. It is the legislature which is a truly representative body of the people. It is the legislature which gives us the common people, which gives the common people an opportunity to hold the legislature, to hold the representatives accountable. So it is important. It's not that the importance of legislature is only regarding the law making process. Law making is one of the most important functions of the legislature. But if we have to write down the importance of legislature, in that importance we need to write this democratic character of the legislature, which is most important for us. So I'm just write down the points in a very brief. Okay. First of all, what we find that we need a parliament because it is the representative body of the common people, through which people through which the interest and demands of the people are represented. Okay, and now we will write the second point. Now the second point is it is the center of all, it is the center of all democratic political process, like walkouts, dharnas, protest, etc. Okay, and now the third point is that it is the democracy, it is the legislature which helps people in holding the representatives accountable. It is the legislature or the parliament, both are similar, है ना? It is the legislature which holds the representatives accountable towards the people. So these are the important 3 points. Then you can also write down some examples, as we have discussed that there are such examples when the government has to take back its decisions because of the pressure in the parliament. So that type of example can also be given, like the price of fertilizer was increased in the budget, and then because of this pressure from the parliament, the government has to take back the decision. These also can be given. So it depends on you, what will be the quality of your answer. Okay, so I am just showing you the way. The teacher is only the facilitator. What you are receiving, it depends on you. Okay, now our next question is, why do we need 2 houses of parliament? What is the need of 2 houses of parliament? We have seen that in most of the countries there is bicameral legislature. So what is the need of this bicameral legislature? The second question is, why, or we can say what is the need of a bicameral legislature? Now our answer will be, so the first point is a large and diverse country always prefers to have a bicameral legislature so that all the sections of the society and geographical parts of country can get representation. Okay, so this is the first reason for having this bicameral legislature. And now the second reason is, the second point will be, I'm writing down the second point. If there are two houses in the parliament, if there are two houses in the parliament, then there will be less possibility of mistakes. Why it will be so? Because all the work done by one house will be reviewed by the second house or this other house. So there will be review, there will be revision of the work. So what will happen, that if there is any kind of mistake by one house, then it can be corrected when it reach the second house, and when there is discussion on that. So इस तरह से this is the second point why we need a bicameral legislature. Okay, and now we come to the next question, and our next question is about the Rajya Sabha. So there will be so many questions in the Rajya Sabha. Like we have discussed these things when we were discussing the topic. Like who elects the members of the Rajya Sabha, or how the members of the Rajya Sabha are elected. Okay, so who elects the members of the Rajya Sabha? These are single sentence answer. Legislative Assembly, है ना? The elected members of the Legislative Assembly, they elect the members of the Rajya Sabha. We can write down the elected members of the state legislative assembly elects the members of the Rajya Sabha. Then the next question will be what is the tenure of the member of the Rajya Sabha? The tenure of the member of the Rajya Sabha is 6 years. But the tenure of the house, what is the tenure of the whole house? The house never dissolves. It's a permanent house, है ना? We have discussed this कि 1/3 member जो है हर दूसरे साल रिटायर होते जाते. तो in this way it is a permanent house. So the next question can be, why is the Rajya Sabha called permanent house? Because it never dissolves completely. हर दूसरे साल 1/3 member new member आते हैं और 1/3 जाते हैं. तो in this way it is always there. It never dissolves like Lok Sabha. Then there can be another question also कि why is the Rajya Sabha called second chamber? Because the Rajya Sabha is not the representative body of the common people, and that is why it has some lesser power, like in the matters of financial control, in the matters of controlling the executive, the Rajya Sabha has lesser power, and that is why it is called second chamber. So these are the very common questions, and we can add the words in the same question. Why is the Rajya Sabha called permanent house or second chamber? Or upper house? Why Rajya Sabha is called upper house? Because Rajya Sabha is the representative body of the states, and the status of a state is higher than the status of the individual, and that is why we call it upper house. Okay, so these are the questions regarding Rajya Sabha, and other than this there are many other questions. If we look into the chapter, we will see that there can be uncountable number of questions from a chapter. So it is not possible to discuss all the questions from the chapter. It is up to you. Read the chapter, try to understand from where the question can arise, and then answer the question properly. So I am just giving you an idea कि कहाँ से question कैसे निकल सकता है. You will have to think of the questions कि कहाँ से question निकलता है. Then only you will be able to answer the question. है ना? तो this is a continuous process. It is never going to end. Now we can see there can be another question also. So our next question is, which system of representation adopted for the Rajya Sabha in our country? One more question can be added to this question. How is it different from the system which is adopted in the United States? How is it different from the system of US? As we have seen that in India we have given the representation to different states on the basis of their population. This was the system which was done by our constitution makers, and then if we compare it with US, what we see that in US every state has the same representatives. They will send same representatives. It does not matter what is their population. A smaller state as well as a bigger state, both of them will send the same number of representative, and this is called symmetrical representation. So we have discussed all these things, and now we come to the next question, and this question is regarding how many nominated members are there in the Rajya Sabha? They are 12, है ना? Or who elects? Who nominates, not elects? Who nominates the 12 members of Rajya Sabha? It is the president. And the next question can also be framed like on what basis this nomination is done by the president. The president nominate on the basis of the work a person has done in the field of literature, science, art, social science, etc. है ना? तो इस तरह से questions हम जितने चाहें उतने निकलते जाएंगे, and in the examination the question can, any question can be there in your question paper, so you will have to prepare the whole chapter. Now this what is the basis for nominating the members of Rajya Sabha? Okay, and then there can be another question also. Who is the chairman of the Rajya Sabha? We all know that the vice president is the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Okay, so these are the questions related to the Rajya Sabha. Now we come to the Lok Sabha. Okay. How is the Lok Sabha composed? So Lok Sabha is composed of the 543 members who are directly elected by the common people. The election for the members of the Lok Sabha is held on the basis of universal adult franchise, and they are elected from all the country. In order to elect the members of the Lok Sabha, the whole country is divided into 543 constituencies, and from each constituency one member is elected. Then you will also have to write that 2 members are there. If the president is of the opinion that Anglo-Indian community is not got proper representation, has not got proper representation in the Lok Sabha, then in that situation the president has the power to nominate 2 members from the Anglo-Indian community in the Lok Sabha. This is the composition of the Lok Sabha. Okay, and now we see what is the tenure of the Lok Sabha. The tenure of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. But here you must know that the tenure of the Lok Sabha is not fixed. It can be dissolved anytime if the Prime Minister recommends the President regarding dissolution of the House will be dissolved. या फिर there is another situation like the government loses the support of the majority and no one is in the condition of forming the government. In that situation also there will be need to dissolve the parliament, the Lok Sabha. So this though it is elected for the period of 5 years, but it is not fixed. It can be dissolved anytime. Okay, so in this way this is the important question from Lok Sabha. And now we come to the functions of the parliament as a whole. We have discussed ना कि as a whole parliament का क्या function होता है. Then we have discussed the function of the Rajya Sabha, function, power and functions of the Rajya Sabha, then the power and functions of the Lok Sabha, and then we have compared the power and functions of both the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Okay, so the next question is, what are the functions of the parliament? So the first function is we can say it's a legislative function. The law making is the most important function of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. We are discussing the parliament, है ना? So law making is the most important function. Then other than law making, the next important function is to control the executive. The executive is cannot use its power in an arbitrary manner. It has to give answer to the people, and this answer is given not directly to the people but to the representatives of the people who are there in the parliament, है ना? तो इस तरह से ये होता है कंट्रोल ऑफ द एग्जीक्यूटिव. क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, हमने सारा कुछ किया है, कोई इसमें कंफ्यूजन नहीं होना चाहिए. क्वेश्चन आर है, 0 आर है, हाफ एन आवर डिस्कशंस है. All these are tools in the hands of the legislature, and the most important and the most powerful tool is the vote of no confidence, है ना? Then we will see that the legislature has some financial power also. Like government has to do so many functions, and government will not be able to do anything in the absence of money. It needs money, and for that it has to take the approval of the Lok Sabha. And this is called budget. Budget prepare होता है गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से. दैट इज जो भी इनकम और एक्सपेंडिचर होना है उसके पूरे डिटेल्स होते हैं और उसको पास कराना होता है पार्लियामेंट से. अगर पार्लियामेंट में बजट पास नहीं हो पाती है तो दैट विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज फॉल ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. वो अगर बजट जैसे ही नहीं पास हुआ लोकसभा से अगर, तो उसको यही माना जाएगा कि गवर्नमेंट जो है वो अब उसको रहने का जो अधिकार है वो खत्म हो गया. क्यों? क्योंकि बजट नहीं पास होने का मतलब कि इट इज नॉट हैविंग द सपोर्ट ऑफ द मेजोरिटी इन द हाउस. ओके, तो ये फाइनेंशियल फंक्शन है जो कि बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट होता है लोकसभा का. इसमें लोकसभा के पास ज़्यादा पावर है, राज्यसभा के पास कम पावर है. नॉट ओनली दिस, द पार्लियामेंट ऑल्सो a representative body. It gives representation to the people, to different sections of society, to different geographical areas of the society, of the country, है ना? Then it has also debating function. It discuss and debate all the important issues which are of very importance नेशनल इंपॉर्टेंस इश्यूज जो हैं वो उसको डिस्कस करती है. देन इट हैज़ सम कंस्टिट्यूएंट फंक्शंस ऑल्सो, लाइक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में भी जो भी अमेंडमेंट लाना है उसको ये डिस्कस करती है. ओके, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में अमेंडमेंट बिना पार्लियामेंट के नहीं हो सकता. पार्लियामेंट हैज़ द पावर टू अमेंड द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. दोनों हाउस मिलकर के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को अमेंड करते हैं, ऑफ कोर्स विद द कंसेंट ऑफ द president. And then it has some electoral functions, as we have seen in the election of president, in the election of vice president. These elected members of parliament take part. And then it has some judicial functions also. Judicial function includes the impeachment process, which can be initiated in the any house of the parliament. And दोनों हाउस से पास होने पर क्या होता है, इम्पीचमेंट का पावर ऐसा है जिससे कि इट हैज़ द पावर टू इम्पीच द प्रेसिडेंट, इट हैज़ द पावर टू इम्पीच द वाइस प्रेसिडेंट एंड द जजेस ऑफ हाई कोर्ट एज वेल एज सुप्रीम कोर्ट. तो इस तरह के ये इसके जुडिशियल पावर्स होते हैं. सो दिस इज ऑल फॉर टुडे एंड नाउ वी विल मीट टुमारो.